This is the astonishing story of Ruja Ignatova, a woman who rose to fame as the crypto queen, only to vanish into thin air, leaving behind a $4 billion fraud. Buckle up, because this is a wild ride filled with deceit, intrigue, and a shocking disappearance. It's 2014, and a charismatic Bulgarian woman named Ruja Ignatova bursts onto the cryptocurrency scene like a comet. With her striking looks and magnetic personality, she captures the attention of investors around the world. Ruja launches OneCoin, proclaiming it would be the next Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency that would revolutionize finance and make its early investors wildly rich. She held glamorous events in lavish hotels where she dazzled audiences, presenting OneCoin with high-energy charisma and a promise of unimaginable returns. Unlike anything they had ever seen, her presentations were theatrical, sparkly, and full of promises that sent a thrill of excitement through potential investors. "Join us, be part of the digital gold rush," she would declare, igniting the hopes of thousands. But there was a catch, a storm brewing beneath the surface that few could see. As OneCoin gained momentum, investors flocked to put their savings into what felt like a golden opportunity, convinced they'd struck it rich. In just a couple of years, Ruja managed to gather an astonishing $4.4 billion from eager believers, some taking out loans or urging their friends to join this wave of wealth. However, while the frenzy raged, whispers of doubt began to circulate. Savvy critics raised eyebrows and questioned the legitimacy of OneCoin. Where was the currency stored? What did it actually do? Unlike Bitcoin, which is built on blockchain technology, many began to realize that OneCoin had none of the transparency or security that serious investors expected. As the cash rolled in, so did the scrutiny. Regulators grew suspicious of OneCoin's operations, launching investigations into its practices. Email chains were uncovered, detailing how Ruja and her inner circle concealed the true nature of the coin, disguising it as a legitimate cryptocurrency while failing to provide actual financial data. If there was no real blockchain, what was backing all that money? Investors, sensing something was wrong, started clamoring for clarity. Ruja, ever the charismatic leader, brushed off these concerns with confidence, claiming that OneCoin was simply ahead of its time. But behind the scenes, the pressure was mounting, and her grand illusion was beginning to crack. Then came the dramatic climax. In October 2017, just days before a highly anticipated OneCoin event in Amsterdam, Ruja Ignatova disappeared without a trace. Can you imagine? One minute she was the life of the party, and the next, she was gone. The news sent shockwaves through the investor community. It was like a scene from a thriller movie, only this was real life. The authorities were baffled. They searched for clues, but Ruja had seemingly vanished into thin air, just as she had launched into the spotlight. Investors who had poured their money into OneCoin were left reeling, desperate to find answers. Many felt betrayed, their dreams dashed by the woman who had promised them the world. As the search for Ruja intensified, investigators uncovered a web of deceit. Financial intelligence units from multiple countries began piecing together the puzzle of OneCoin's operations. They traced suspicious transactions and uncovered layers of shell companies that Ruja had allegedly used to launder and hide billions of dollars. As her legend grew, so did the number of false sightings. Social media exploded with supposed sightings: a glamorous woman in a cafe in Dubai, a mysterious figure boarding a private jet in Switzerland. Could any of these rumors be true? Every lead fueled the intrigue but ultimately led investigators in circles, making the hunt for the crypto queen all the more tantalizing. The fallout from Ruja's disappearance rippled through the cryptocurrency community. Thousands of investors were left empty-handed, while news outlets scrambled to uncover the depths of the fraud. Lawsuits flooded in, each one a cry for justice from those who had believed in her promises. As the story unfolded, it became clear that Ruja Ignatova wasn't just a con artist. She was a master manipulator, weaving a tale so compelling that people were willing to risk everything to follow her. The more investigators dug, the more they revealed how easy it had been for her to create a false narrative, convincing people to turn their hard-earned money over to her without a second thought. As of now, Ruja Ignatova remains one of the most elusive fugitives in the world, with the FBI placing her on their most wanted list. The search continues, with authorities following every lead, but she has managed to stay one step ahead, leaving behind a legacy of deceit and a cautionary tale about the risks of cryptocurrency investment. Could she be living in luxury, harnessing her ill-gotten gains far from prying eyes? Or has she been hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to make her grand return? The questions linger, and the speculation only adds to the intrigue. So, what can we learn from the breathtaking saga of Ruja Ignatova, the crypto queen? Be cautious in the world of finance, especially in the thrilling and volatile realm of cryptocurrency. Always do your due diligence, question everything that glitters, and remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Thanks for joining me today on this thrilling adventure into the world of fraud, ambition, and mystery. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting true crime tales. Until next time, stay curious, stay savvy, and keep your eyes peeled for the unexpected.